Hey everyone, welcome to 2021. I'm going to teach you how to get rich with a monkey, a blindfold, and a dart. Let's get into the video. Now, if my opening statement confused you, that's okay. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But in a book, A Random Walk Down Wall Street, there was a statement that said, a blindfolded monkey throwing darts at a newspaper's financial page could select a portfolio that would do just as well as one carefully selected by experts. Now, this may sound crazy to you, but just hear me out. This isn't saying that the experts are stupid by any means. This is just saying that beating the market isn't as hard as everyone makes it out to seem. What actually happens here is that we get so bogged down in the fear of investing that we just fail to invest. If you look at the stock market returns over the last 15 years, for year-to-year growth, the average is 9%. Now, yes, there are some downsides and some upsides. There are years with 30% increase and some years with -8 decrease. So if you'd put your money in 15 years ago, $3,650 every year for 15 years, you would have $107,000 and you would have only invested $54,000 over the last 15 years. Now, that may not sound like a lot, and it may sound like this is some arbitrary number, but $3,650 is $10 a day. And this blindfolded monkey test is something that we can do with $10 a day. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to say that a blindfolded monkey, me, can beat the stock market in any given year. Now, if we take the same average that I just said of 9%, I should expect a 9% return if I'm investing $10 every day for every day of the year. At the end of the year, I will have invested $3,650 and I should have a growth of 9%. But that's not actually the case, because the money that I invest on the first will grow 9%. The money I invest on the last day of the year will grow 0%. The average of everything is going to be 4.5%. So at the end of this year, we're going to be looking at seeing if it will be at 4.5% growth. So what this means is I'll invest $3,650 throughout the entirety of 2021. At the end of 2021, I should expect about $3,800 to be in the account. Now, 2021 is a critical year this year because everyone thinks so many different things about the market. They think we're at all-time highs and we can't go any higher, and some think we're at all-time highs and we're only going to keep going as the economy recovers. So what I'm here to do is I'm going to put my money on the line to give you a peace of mind that it doesn't matter where the stock market's at, that it's okay to invest long term. You need to continually and consistently invest. Personally, in my own investments, I've got a 35% return this year alone. And that's just continually investing every paycheck, every month, all year. 35% return. Now, there's some of you out there saying 35% is a lot. There's some of you out there saying 35% is not a lot. The ones out there saying 35% is not a lot probably use debt to get money, which is fine. There are ways to do that. That's not the way I do it. And there's some of you who think 35% is way too much. Those of you who think that's way too much, don't invest in the stock market consistently. If you were to invest in the stock market consistently, you would see that on a 1-year return, 35% isn't otherworldly. In the last 15 years, there's been 2 years, 2009 and 2019, that had 30+% growth in a year. And in that same time frame, there was only 1 year, 2008, the great stock market crash, that had -30% decrease. And over the last 15 years, there were only 4 negative years, all of which recovered in a year or two's time frame. Do not invest money you don't have. You should invest money that you have and that you're willing to put away. Investing is for the long term. Gambling is for the short term. Over the same 15-year period, the average 10-year return is 125%. 125% means that your money is over doubled in 10 years. Now, I've thrown a bunch of percentages at you, but what you want to see are the numbers, the money. How much am I going to make? I'm going to go ahead and tell you this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I repeat, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. If I were to invest $10 a day, every day, for 10 years, I would have $55,000 in my investment portfolio. After 20 years, I would have $186,000. 30 years, I would have $497,000. And after 40 years, I would have $1.2 million. On $10 a day, you can be a millionaire. Now, back to the monkey business. These monkeys invested in 30 stocks from a 1,000 stock universe. They picked 30 stocks and they invested in it, and they saw how their money grew over time. What they saw was that they actually beat the experts in a number of instances. 98% of the time, they beat the experts. So here's what I'm going to promise to you. I'm going to invest $10 of my money every day for a whole year into random stocks from the S&P 500. Now, I know the S&P 500 only consists of 505 stocks or 500 companies, but I think this will give a good indication of what it would be like to invest in an S&P 500 index fund, which is what I recommend. So without further ado, let's look at the stocks that we'll be investing in this week. So to pick these stocks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a random number generator generate a number anywhere from 1 to 505. So right here you're seeing all the numbers that are being generated, and then I'll go into a little bit on each company that we're investing in. First, at 450, we have TYL, Tyler Technologies. This is the largest provider of software in the United States. At 136, we have DRI. This is Darden Restaurants Incorporation, and they own restaurants like the Capitol Grill and Olive Garden. At 54, we have ATO, Atmos Energy, one of the largest natural gas-only providers in the United States. At 380, we have PRU, Prudent Financial, the largest insurance company in the United States. At 116, we have CTSH, Cognizant Technology Solutions, an American product-led digital corporation. At 296, we have LYB, LyondellBasell Industries, a Dutch chemical company that is the largest licensor of polyethylene and polypropylene. At 392, we have O. This is a Realty Income Corporation, and they invest in real estate for single-tenant commercial properties. To do my investing, I'm going to be using M1 Finance. M1 Finance is a financial app that allows you to invest in stocks, mutual funds, and much more. The reason I'm using M1 Finance is because I already have a Robinhood account, and I want to start at zero for you guys. So I had to open up another brokerage account. Robinhood and M1 Finance both offer fractional shares, which is what we're going to need, because some of these are worth much more than $10, and I'm only investing $10 at a time into each of these. M1 Finance allows you to create an investment pie with all the companies that you're going to invest in. You can either put these at different percentages, or you can make them all the same. What we'll be doing is we'll be putting in 7 at a time and splitting it up evenly. Now, unfortunately, 7 doesn't go into 100 evenly, so some of these have 15% and some of these have 14%, but it'll be about $10 for each of them. So as you can see, all my companies are in the pie and they're split up evenly. All you have to do is you have to send the amount of $70 over to the account and press enter, and it's as simple as that. Now, unfortunately, it is January 1st, so the stock market isn't open today, so this won't actually be invested until the stock market opens again on the 4th. But it's really just as simple as that. Just investing consistently in the stock market can take just this little amount of time, and you could be a millionaire on $10 a day. I hope you've liked my first video. If you could like the video and subscribe to my channel, it would greatly help. If you want to leave a comment down below asking questions or giving me feedback or anything, I'll read the comments and I'll get back to you. Until next time.